Yes, my people, we're back again. Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. We're back again. We're back again. How you guys doing? Yes, I still the land matter, the okaheghele matter, the land grabbers situation where we did for Edo State. As you know that the Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki, has placed a ban, a permanent ban on okahegheles in Edo State. That means that if you get land now, you cannot develop your land with peace. If you never get land, say you want to buy land, you cannot go and buy land and build your house with peace. That is what that stands for. It now means that a lot of developers will now be attracted, to come into Edo State to invest and build in Edo State. As you know that a lot of Edo people, Benin people, a lot of them have traveled out in Edo State. All of them have moved out of Edo State rather to be building in Lagos or every other state in Nigeria. Rather, some people don't even want to come to Nigeria at all just because of the pains these okaheghele people have inflicted in all Edo light all over the world. These have been in existence, in fact, since the creation or since I was born. I know that these community people, they have been so heartless towards people, landowners or developers in Edo State. They don't care if you want to develop their own communities and all that. They don't care. What they care about is what they want to extort from you. Now, Governor Godwin Obaseki, he don't come now. Come answer the cry of the people for the second time, because he did it before, but he also admit on the video I'm going to play to you guys later on that after passing in that law, there was some vacuum he left on it. But this time, he don't leave any vacuum anymore. Because enough is enough, my Edo people. If we see things, make we dey talk am. If we see wetin good, make we dey embrace am. Not be every time we go criticize. If you are criticizing the governor, that's not a problem. Every government, they deserve to be criticized. But be constructive over your criticism. Because if not, you just get up. You just criticize governor for what you don't even have a clue about. This one now, the rate way or the way these okaheghele people till they treat our Edo people is not good. Make una hear with our brother one talk, because I want to take us through on this particular one. Stephen Eriamato.
Good evening, guys. Sorry, I came in late. The situation around here. So a quick one, a very quick one today. Like I said on my post, there was a breaking news today that actually gave me some joy that the position of the okaheghele of every community in Edo State are be bound by the government of Godwin Obaseki. That was a plus. If you have a land, around Benin City right now, and you at peace, a little bit at peace. Why people might be saying, why this guy is so happy over that very particular, ban? During the time they banned the CDS, it was also a very wonderful one. It actually brought peace to our side, and brought a lot of normalcy, to development, developers and development in Edo State, in Benin City in particular. As a land developer, it is a great job for us who are actually into real estate business to see that the rate of doing business is being reduced to the barest possible minimum. Okay. Now, if you know quite all right, the atrocity of the okahegheles, they were just the same thing as the CDAs. Just like there was just a change of name. And most of the okahegheles of these communities were actually the CDA chairman, vice chairman, and all that during the time when CDS was actually in operation. So their mode of operandos was still the same way they were doing before the disbandment of CD. The only difference was they were no more charging exorbitant fees like they were doing before. But the 150,000 to 200,000 naira per plot for developers, then Owuzo, 5 crates of beer, 2 crates of malt, 4 rubber plastic chairs, and all these very many things were still demanded. I'm going to tell you my story, guys. You know, when I came home to do some project here in Nigeria, I actually did not build. I bought an already existing, site. Now I was just doing a little renovation on the side, and about 25 able-bodied young men. When I say young men, they are not 20s; they are in their 40s and in their early 50s. They came into the premises, and they demanded to see the owner of the property. I was there. So the guy who was working on my side said, okay, this is the owner. They came to me and said, yeah, we are the youth of the community. I said, okay, you're welcome, guys. So what can I do for you? They said I was supposed to pay some certain amount of money. They said 200,000. I said, okay. I was just asking them, okay, I'm supposed to come with 5 cartons of malt, of beer, 2 shinap, 2 cartons of malt, 2 crates of malt, and 4 plastic chairs. And I simply asked the guy, what is this very particular demands going to be used for? And they said it is for the community and the youth. I said, okay. So I just called the guy who I bought the property from. I said, I will not want to get into any kind of problem with these guys. Please call them and tell them I will not pay a kobo. If they continue to demand from me, I will personally report them to the government. The guy is from the same community with them. He told them, and that's how they ran away from my premises. And then those people who had no such powers, their properties were being seized by these okahegheles. In Okoroma village, for example, in Okoroma community, for example, those people there, they sell one land for 10 persons. We all know what was happening in Okoromi, where there was a bound on tipper, sand into the entire Saple Road axis because of the atrocities that was being committed by the okahegheles and some of these young ohens. So by the reason of the disbursement or the banment of this okaheghele, therefore no youth had the legal right to come to your site any longer. All you need to do, if you are a beginner, one who is developing the land, go to the community and ask for the Odionwere of the community. Now, a molu is not even by force. A molu ought to be done on your site. This is what I did in one of my property also. Because I'm one guy that is a little bit very, I want to follow the rules that is on ground. Okay? I went to that site on the day of the foundation laying ceremony. I made the necessary food that is required by law. Melon soup without no leaf, with what is it called? Antelope leg, pounded yam, and some drinks I took to my site. Then I already informed the Odionwere that I was doing the foundation of that property on that day. So they came in there with the little money I have. I put it on the plate. They prayed for me, ate the food, took away the drinks, and that was it. Sometimes we must try as much as possible. You know why these people so much have so much authority and power is when most of us are afraid to actually challenge them based on legality. One thing we are afraid of is legality. We always feel we don't have that time. I don't have the patience. I don't have the time to go around with these guys. These guys are dangerous people. If I decide to follow them to do this, they're going to kill me and blah, 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 blah. That is one reason why crime has continually persisting in our community. If you're scared of me, for example, I'm going to do more things that will make you to believe I am above the law. No human on earth is above the law. They went to Okoroma village. They went to one of my boys' sites, destroyed the entire fence that my boy raised up twice. Twice, they brought down the fence. These same okaheghele, because the Odionwere of that community does not actually live in the community. They brought down the fence twice. Until my friend, my brother, to tell his brother, who is also a very stubborn guy. That one was the one that came now to rescue the situation. This land was bought, paid for by this very particular developer. As you also know, guys, there are communities who had issues. Okay? Let's give an example. I'm looking for one. Yeah. You all know Obaseki community, Amaba community, and Okoroma community. They were the same community. Kind of. And Okoroma. Okay? Now, in that community, along the boundary line, land were sold. Then Obaseki has the CDA chairman. The CDA chairman was from Obaseki community. Then both Okoroma and Obaseki were one and the same set of people. After the land dispute crisis that happened between Obaseki and Okoroma and Amaba community, Okoroma now have their own, for example, okaheghele. Now, when the boundary was now being demarcated by maybe the palace or whoever that tell them this is where the boundary is, all the lands that was sold to developers by the other group that both of them were part of anyways, the okaheghele of the other community now will not be forcing the developer to rebuy the land, or sometimes they sell the land to someone else. These are reasons why the government had to bound the activities. The reason for okaheghele, let me tell you, an okaheghele ought to have been a messenger. An okaheghele ought to have been a messenger of the Odionwere or the Enoge. It is just of late they are not found that Ohens now have so much powers. Ohen, based on my understanding, is a custodian of the deity of the community, not the elder of the community. Ohen is not a Enoge. Ohen is not an Odionwere. But Ohen now has so much power, even more than an Odionwere in the community. Ohen was supposed to be in charge of the deity of each of this community. Today, Ohen has sell lands, sell people lands, without no remorse. Destroy people. Yeah. You know, selling people's property without no no feelings for the people that actually owns the land. So I am also calling on the government. You've done very well. I'm also calling on the government to actually put a bound on the activities of some Odionweris and Ohens in some communities. Now, I want to give the government a very good, easy advice to reduce the activities of some of these people. The first thing the government would do, I said it during the election time, I'm going to say it again to Governor Obaseki. Number one, sir, every land in Edo State, whether in the developed area or still undeveloped area, should be surveyed. Whether it is government reserved or community-owned land or private-owned lands. Now, when this land cannot be surveyed,
all right, my people, we're going to continue with that, but like I told you guys before, I respect my followers so much. I have Oshinowo Jimmy asking that what is okaheghele, right? Jimmy, okaheghele are these community people who hinder you a lot, who causes you a lot of pains and all that, just because you want to lay foundation on your land that you purchased. Okay, for example, in Lagos, they are called Omolile. Omonile, they call them in Lagos. I don't know what they call them in every other state, but in those states, they call them, they give themselves different names, you know. They used to call them different names. Let me put it like that. But yes, that is what it stands for. I'm going to put this lawyer on now so that you can understand it much better, what this lawyer is trying to talk about concerning these particular people. They call them okaheghele. Listen to this lawyer right now.
Distinguish and clarify this is very important. The previous law made reference to youth chairman, and all of them quickly translated into Ohen. They all quickly translated to okaheghele. Okaheghele is a Benin word for youth chairman. So it was the same thing, doing the same rubbish they were doing that the law tried to restrain. And so they thought they were smart. This time around, I'm sure they will see the different Obaseki with the provisions and with all that is entailed in that law. Anybody want to test the will of government by going ahead to parade themselves as Ohen, Okaheghele, solely for the purpose of selling land, they will see the other side of the law.
Maybe so, just a word to apprehensive land developers.
Well, we need to define land developers. There are positive land developers and there are land grabbers. Every society, that have had development, have the implementation and support of land developers who develop society for the good of society, and they all need security of their investment by way of putting money in the place and be sure that you are buying land. You don't have fear of somebody coming to attack you. What we have had so far is that you cannot sleep with your two eyes when you buy land in this town. When you are renovating a house that you bought 30 years ago, you built 30 years ago, somebody will come and meet you in the name of okaheghele and say you should come and pay money called development fee.
And that is wrong. That is absolutely wrong. That's Jefferson talking there, Barrister Jefferson. When you are renovating a house you built 30 years ago, when I they build down, you know they there, you don't know how I take build down. They could just come say, oh God, you they build this your house, you they paint, you they rebuild or they renovate this your house because you they paint or you change the windows. They will say me you pay money. You understand? This is what we all have been passing through for a very, very long time. So I pray this time it stands, because though people cannot continue like this anymore. May they allow this governor make it work. You know, all of us they cry fast and say, no, they work, you know, they work. Make we allow them may work. If not 3 years remain, we wanted they there. Because what we all are focusing on right now is only the infrastructure, right? Yes, but work now work, all now work. Infrastructure, fine. He's already doing that. We are going to push him more or get more of his attention to know that the area that he's supposed to work on. But what about this that he's doing? This is no infrastructure, but how do you define this? What do we call this? Because if Obaseki built mansions everywhere in Edo State, and we still have okaheghele of these people causing us a lot of pains, so what can you say about that? So my people, make we get this one right. We'll get them right, because when good thing come Edo, make we embrace them. We all cannot continue like this anymore. Make we hear what this lawyer they talk.
You are putting foundation in a land you bought over 20 years ago. Somebody will come and tell you that even though you have C of O, there's evidence of ownership. You must come and buy it from some persons. Who want to invest in an environment like that? And we all know these things since. We all saw these things since. Those who want to speak out, refuse to speak out because they were benefiting from it. The poor people were suffering. The rich men don't have problem. What betiding of this so-called?
You see, one of our sister here now, June Obaseki, said that she said common soccer way she was doing in her own house. This same okaheghele, the youth leaders, or how some people describe them to be now, or whatever, you know, this Omonile, for those of you watching us who doesn't know what okaheghele means, he said they came to also collect money. Is that not suffocation? Is that not oppression? Nobody's going to give this governor a credit for this now. Nobody. Nobody. We know the truth. Let's be saying it. If Governor Obaseki is doing something that is wrong, you want to criticize him, fair enough, that's fine. But when he's also doing something good, say it. This is something that every adult people is supposed to embrace. We need to embrace it and rejoice on it.
Or you chairman to go and focus and face any of these big men in society. Can they try it against people who have money? They always do it against these poor people. And that's why they have been succeeding. Any law that does not make provision for the protection of the poor is an unjust law. So this law is specifically for the protection of those who are weak in society. It's not a crime to be poor. The poor person has a right to a roof over his head. And so all these efforts and activities of persons who are claiming to be Ohe or Kagele or youth chairman or whatever name they call themselves, they should wait. The law might be coming gradually. The process of justice might be slow, but to gradually get to it. Let them continue.
So now I also want you guys to hear what Governor Obaseki have to say here. We are going to continue with our brother, of course, our Stephanie Ramator, but I like to tally a lot of videos to what we are saying. For those of you who doesn't understand where we are coming from, then you can actually understand it. You can actually visualize it. You can actually know our mission, our vision, and our destination, because it's been a while that all Edo people have been crying for this. You know, if you go at those statements, you go build house with peace. You know, this okaheghele, youth, whatever, Shema or whatever, they will cause you pain. They will inflict excruciating pains in you as you dey inside flight coming back to abroad. Now that pain, I go today your head. Now you the thing for inside plane. They go give you food for inside plane. You not go remember to carry. You tell them, say, do you want to eat of it? You say, I'm not hungry. Because the pain, the money we don't spend, you come Nigeria with 2 million naira, you spend 700,000 naira for these people, or you spend 600,000 naira for these people. They don't move for money where they not work put. My people, let's say it how it is. Yes, let us say it how it is. Many of us who invest outside Edo State today, every one of us ran away from Edo because of one or two things, the insecurity, this okaheghele, or one or two things. Yes, some of you are watching me right now. Many people cannot express themselves because they are scared. If they talk, they go kill them. They go trace them. They go. It's wrong. These people should be bound on earth and bound in heaven. Governor, for me, on this, I'm applauding the governor 100%. Yes, I'm saying it. I'm applauding the governor 100% because I believe he's doing something right. We have a caller right here. Let's listen to what this caller is going to say. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
It's Valentine from Ireland. What we are just discussing this Monday has happened. When I wake up, I see you. I'm very happy before I sleep again.
Yes, sir.
We were talking about this thing this morning.
Yes.
I'm very happy.
Okay.
I'm very, very happy. Obaseki have started. I'm very happy. I'm very.
Thank you. We lost you there.
This morning.
Okay.
I think it just happened. I'm very, very, very happy. Everybody's supposed to praise Obaseki on this. Oh, he did this for the Obaseki will win in Euro country. This really helped us. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm very happy. I just want to congratulate
you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Bless you.
I appreciate you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Right. Every good Edo person supposed to be happy on this. Now only the devilish one go say no, they don't like it. Yes. Make una not worry. Make I put Governor Obaseki for here. Make una hear wetin talk for this particular okaheghele people. So make I plan for that.
You know, Mr. Speaker, this government has spent quite huge sums in building a lot of and renewing our infrastructure, like the Secretariat complex, the stadium, several mini stadia. We're building schools. These assets need to be maintained, because we would not have the resources to continue to just build, and that is why it is important that we have this agency, and we are very glad and grateful to you. You can see that we've continued work in the Secretariat complex. We're completing Block B. We're going to complete Palm House and get that whole complex to work to help efficiently create an efficient environment for our staff to work. Mr. Speaker, I think one of the bills you have signed today affects law and order in Edo State, and we're very grateful, which is the amendment to the private property protection law, which you had gladly enacted for us in 2017. After utilizing that law for a few years, we saw that there were gaps and described earlier gaps which needed to be filled, and that is why we came to you for a reenactment and also to strengthen aspects of the law that were not covered. With this, we're not only banning community development associations, but all sorts of splinter groups like okahegheles and all that, people who have come up in communities to forcefully take other people's landed property will now be dealt with squarely under this law.
I guess you guys can hear that. People who have come up to forcefully take other people's properties. You see, I dey tell you and say that Horomi case where we handle. Now he push Governor Obaseki so we make this decision. Because when I hear him, wait till they talk for that Horomi case. They said that Horomi, whatever that was demolishing people's houses and confiscating people's houses, and he said nothing. Nobody fit do anything for that. This decision. Anyway, we have a caller. Let's listen to what this caller want to say. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. What's your name? Where are you calling us from? Please be audible. Let's hear you. Please turn down your system so we can hear you properly. Turn down your system. Go ahead.
Okay, good evening, my brother.
Good evening, madam.
My name is Essie. I'm calling from Norway.
Oh, thank you, madam. Go ahead, talk to us.
Yeah, I'm just dancing, hearing this news. I even for a victim for this wahala.
Okay.
Even my own village, they even do it to me. The land I bought from our Inogi, because I bought that land for a very long time. For 6 plots, they collect 2 plots from me. Okay, I forget about that. Again, they still collect 100 by 50. Now we are seeing battle because they say I did not develop the land. Even my brother combined with the okaheghele sold that my land. So I'm very happy. Now I can get voice to go and claim my land.
Exactly.
Even I get C of 4 for that land. But if they say, don't go, they will kill you, don't do this or they will kill you. We fear not let me ask. Let Obaseki.
Exactly.
Make it help us. I beg, make help us. Not be the one they go pull law. Tomorrow now, the other person they'll go, they pay bribe. The law will not go up.
No, we go stand. We go stand put to make sure say they force them. Yes.
Even because of that now, they fear to go build house for Benin. Lagos now they plan to build house.
Because of
their wahala.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
Because of their wahala, me, I don't even fast. I know they go Benin again.
Okay.
Even my son want buy land. I say me not buy for Benin. And Lagos go buy. I say me, I don't feel wahala. Because the thing don't tire me. I don't cry tire. If may God help this man, make he help us.
Thank you.
How the country go take develop? Now we wait there Europe. Now they develop the place for them. And then they drive all of us.
They don't drive everybody come off I do. Yes.
And then they drive us now. That's not the get safe. You go buy land now, wahala. Make them help you build land for house now, wahala. The one you go get, say, okay, anytime we are need, I'll go do it by myself. Before you reach there, they go sell them. If you thought they'll say they go kill you. Huh? Our house too much. Now I made that Benin not develop. About 3 of my friends, now I Lagos, they go buy land. Even for them to buy for Benin. They go help this man, may help us. The thing they pay me since they pay me, I don't know who I will cry to. I even call this one, what's they call him? Only we have I even call Aqua. They say no, the community they are wahala too much. I call Reso, who I want call. I know that they are not go they make problem for.
Can you imagine? Madam, you don't pass through a lot, oh.
No be small thing, no. Me say I say, if I dey prepare to go house, me I go even call you, now help me before I go reach out so that I go tell them make una dey help me. Now what I get for mine before now.
No problem, no problem, madam. No problem. Anytime you want to go ask, let us know. No problem for that one. We'll stand with you. Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam.
It's too much.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
God will help you now. Where they help us.
Amen. God will help you too, madam. Thank you. We'll hear from another person right here. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. What's your name? Tone down your system so we can hear you. Go ahead, talk to me.
I greet you, my brother.
I greet you, Baba. Now, Miss Salute you pass. You see the one where we did, so I beg, contribute.
I see everything. Well done, well done. See, I give Obaseki kudos for this one when he's do so.
Okay.
The person do waiting good, you tell him say you do waiting good. Because this one and the pain where the people they pass through.
Yes.
I can't go say if at least you not just pay deaf ear to this issue, it contribute to this thing. But the only fear they get, you know, say our Baba don't say put ban to all these things so. Like play, all of them go the creep they come and they would use pattern. They would use pattern. They would come and normally this kind of matter they don't die. But they don't put stop to this thing. Or if you don't die, or but now they want to wait before Obaseki come and now they want to go do the worst now. If you see the way that they operate, every which corner that they operate for community.
I believe say you know what, my brother. Every law where Obaseki they pass so you know they pass on with joy, they pass on with anger. It means say there is no room for anybody where want say they want bypass this law. No single room. You understand? So may you not worry because he don't give the right to agency now. As abroad be now government now with the buy land from for abroad.
Now makes sense fast. All this okaheghele, whatever.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you.
So
Thank
I
you.
greet you. You do well. That's one.
Thank you. We have another person calling in right now. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. I guess you guys need to wait so that we can finish this video first. Anyway, go ahead. What's your name and where you calling us from?
Good evening, sir. I'm James from Sweden.
Mr. James, good evening, sir. Go ahead, talk to me. 2 minutes.
Yeah, brother. I just want to thank you for this opportunity to talk, and I also want to thank our government.
Thank you
For make this move. But however, this is not a solution. We are still in the same situation.
Okay.
Because the government of the day, they like to pass bill. They love executive power. They don't want to go into grassroots while we are in this mess. The reason why we are in this mess is that there is no proper system to handle this issue. They remove the ministries. And we're supposed to be, this okaheghele, we need them. But if they were to be operating with the ministry, what do I mean by this? Go to a place like Senegal, there is no possibility for you to sell one land to two people. This is an African country.
No, but why do we need okaheghele, sir? Why? Why do we need them?
Why? Now, first of all, the Okaheghele are indigenous people. It's because they don't manage all these things well. They don't manage anything.
And you are calling me from where, sir? Where are you calling from?
I am calling from Sweden.
Do you have Okaheghele in Sweden?
Listen, I want to try to get what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Sweden is not Nigeria. In Sweden, you don't even buy land. If you want to buy land, there's a procedure. It's not bill. You pass through a system. Now, these people they set up, who we identify. I want to ask you a question: who is going to identify individual land or community land?
That's why the government is trying to stabilize the system now. We don't need any individualism that is not part of the government to be that.
Let me just tell you, you can't just abolish the indigenous people.
No, we don't need Okaheghele at all, sir. We don't need them. They have caused a lot of pains.
What I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Under normal circumstance, get what my point. If everything is properly managed, there is no way you will sell one land to two people. It is because the government has failed. Even the way they are doing it now, law cannot stop it.
My brother, I support you that the government has failed. Okay.
Look at where the government generally where they have failed. If, for example, the Ministry of Survey, every village that want to sell land or the indigenous people, they will go straight to the ministry. The way they do it in Senegal, they will go and tell them.
Listen, my brother, listen. The government have failed. Okay, you hold on, please. The government have failed, and I agree with you 100%. But now, the same government that have failed, they are trying to stabilize and strengthen and correct their mistakes all these years. So what I'm trying to let you know, they don't need to add Okaheghele to their plans at all. Okaheghele is a nobody. They shouldn't be part of it at all.
So whether they abolish Okaheghele, whether they abolish everything as they have done it, we are still in the same place. Get that word. Do you know why?
No, we should stay positive, my brother. No. This law was just passed within 24 hours. We should stay positive.
We have this law on ground. It's not the one. It's just like a bill. It has been there, even in the pending law. Let me tell you, it has been there. But the problem with us is this. The way we run things in that country, everything is executive, but there's no procedure for people. In the village, because the village are the one that know their land, if they want to sell a land and they inform the Ministry of Works, which you have a survey department, and they survey this land for them, put a number, and when they want to sell, they pass through the normal process. There's no way they will go back again and resell.
Okay, then your stand now is that if the government want to strengthen those states, they need to work with Okaheghele, right?
No, it depends if they want, but they should have a way to control everybody. It's not Okaheghele. Okaheghele is not our problem. It's just because the country is so lawless.
But that's what they are doing now. They are trying to stop this devilish Okaheghele or whoever they are.
See where I don't agree with my governor. Let me just tell you the truth.
Okay.
You can pass today. There are men there who are even worse than that Okaheghele.
But you got to start from somewhere, my brother. You have to start. The governor has started from somewhere.
Yeah, the governor have to put a measure, not even a total stop. Look, if you want to sell a land in Edo State, every community should first of all go and take a number in the Ministry of Survey, so that the survey can go and survey it and tell them the number of land they have. Then who want to buy will follow this process. They should go to Senate. They should start copying the system that works.
All right, my brother. All right, your 2 minutes don't reach 5 minutes. We'll talk to another person. We'll see whether that one will still talk. Thank you very much, my brother.
Please, we still
thank you.
Violate this by other people land.
All right. All right. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah. Hello. Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Your name and where you are calling us from. Turn down the system so we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can hear you.
Okay, where are you calling from?
Birmingham.
Senegal.
Birmingham.
Oh, Birmingham in UK. Okay, go ahead, my brother. Talk to me.
Yes. First of all, I applaud Obaseki on this. I don't know what the last caller that just dropped, I don't know what his position is. But sometimes we need to identify what is good and call it exactly the way it is.
Okay.
Okaheghele, CDA, community developer, whatever names you call them, whatever individual they represent, the Nige, Inoge, whatever they are, anyone that engage in selling properties, they've done more harm than good.
Okay.
To indigenous of anyway, it's the whole of Edo State, not just Benin only.
Of course.
Edo State.
Yes.
And the most people that has have more significant damage are the diaspora.
Okay, I've said it before.
I can guarantee you that almost 70% of everyone living abroad has had issues with his or her properties in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And the reason being is they do sometimes identify that they are not always around, and there is no always a direct representative who can manage the property before the arrival. Probably you purchase a plot of land, you are looking for money to start developing it. All of a sudden, you haven't got a job, you haven't done this, so it takes ages, takes time before you can raise something. Before you know it, then you are getting another story. Just recently, it's just very recent. I will mention them anyway because it's what happened. If you permit me to.
Okay, go ahead. Be constructive, please.
This same community we are talking about, there are some individuals that feel they are untouchable. The likes of Ebo Amaba, Matu Ijakere, who happens to be with the government, the present governor. What are they doing? They will engage in selling property to 2 or 3 people. Most of the time, they are also a diasporans. They know that by the time they come down, they don't always have enough time to start battling the property. Sometimes they have to stay like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maximum 1 month. So they will use their delay system so that you will not have enough time to continue with the whole process of trying to collect your property back or try to see what they can do.
But how are you sure about this information? Have they done it to you before?
To me direct, not how I mentioned.
Oh, okay.
To me direct.
Oh, okay.
So if you have my number, you have my name, if they can come down and say, let me come and verify myself, I'm ready.
Oh, okay.
This is what happened to me. And I can even name 4 to 5 people that I knew that have similar issues.
Okay, which year was this, sir?
Which what?
Which year?
This year.
Oh, 2021. Okay, that's quite recent.
Basically ongoing.
Ongoing. Okay.
Ongoing. What happened? They sold this plot of land to somebody who is willing or who have money to start immediate development. As we speak, work is ongoing. In a land that 2 people is agreed for.
But now you are but now you are happy with this new development, right?
I really don't even know how to applaud Obaseki on this. And I am pleading that we should probably see Obaseki as what he represents. We keep hearing a whole lot of back and forth about Obaseki. I believe this man meant well. If only we can just be patient and see things from his direction or from his approach. He meant well. We should support him.
Thank you, my brother.
But my fear is this group of people we are talking about, they always have a direct representative or a great supporters from a traditional position, whereby they can always corner their way down to go and look for a support.
All
That's
right.
the only
Thank
area
you.
I'm afraid of. I don't know how he's going to handle that.
Yeah, he's the governor, so I'm not sure we can interfere on that. We'll let him do his job. He's the governor. He's doing his job already. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, as you can see, even on the comment section, I can see a few people are actually complaining there that these have happened to them before and now all that. My brother who just end up the call, revealing his own ordeal. As you can see, a lot of people have previously passed through 1 or 2 pains from these same people we are calling okaheghele, CDA, Chema, whatever you are calling them. You know, they are only there to cause you pains, nothing else. They are only there to cause you pains, nothing else. Make una hear wetin the governor dey talk.
We have been waiting for this law so that we can reconstitute the Committee on Protection of Private Property. And now that we have this law, within the next fortnight, we'll be reconstituting the committee in accordance with this law. And we will be utilizing some of the more stringent measures which are now incorporated in this law to deal with, erring individuals or communities in the cases who are trying to dispossess innocent citizens of their property. Be rest assured, Mr. Speaker, that you have given us the tools to make sure that we have an ordered society, a society where people can live in peace, where people can make investments.
Now hear that one. A society where people can live in peace and where people can make investments. That means Edo people, we have not been living in peace. Yes, that is true. Edo people to invest for Edo State now big problem for us. Many of us will invest for there. Our investment we are bad on. Yes, some of you are watching me right now, and you can testify to what I'm saying.
Us the tools to make sure that we have an ordered society, a society where people can live in peace, where people can make investments, undeterred and afraid. With this law, as you say, the law is no respecter of persons. It doesn't matter who it is. Once you run foul of this law, we are setting up special courts to make sure that people who flout this law are adequately and swiftly dealt with. And
anybody who go against this law will be dealt with swiftly. Case no it is swiftly mean. It means say na quick or not be say all those ones they'll carry go call the adjourner. Swiftly means say nah, they want you to deal with you. So if they take you go court this morning, this afternoon, you're already sentenced to 80 years imprisonment or 92 years imprisonment. That's it. Now waiting maybe that swiftly. And we say my dream will come true for those number why I put so. Because anybody will go against them, I say, if I make una write time for comment section for this one, so we suppose applaud this man. This governor need to be applauded. Make una write time for comment section for those of you that like good thing. Write time on the comment section. Say God bless Governor Obaseki. Only that one, just one see. Make una write time put for them. God bless Governor Obaseki. I want you to see for the comment section. If you don't not give me thumbs up again, no problem. For this particular one, when you do so, I'm so pleased. I remember when we fight for Horomi community. Now after that one, I remember now our last fight. Now it be that one. We will carry the tipper driver Sherman come here. We come talk to us. After that one, then they made the decision. So yes. Make una applaud them. Just write down. God bless Governor Obaseki. Una write I want see him for there. First do something more with the talk him. See, people are crying on the comment section. This one are saying this one happened to me before. It happened to me before. It happened to me before. Those are calling are also complaining. Make una just the right time. They see the love. Make una the share. If I'm gonna they pour the love for the comment section for them. If person do something, maybe they talk him. Edo people, all of us, they pains. But many of us are muted. Why? Because we are scared to talk. This one so when you do so. Because the way you take talk and it means that they are certainly going to enforce it. Not be say they pass law, they'll go sit down, they say condition. No. We go follow up. Henceforth, maybe say anybody where they suppress with their land, may they come talk to me for a year. May they come talk to me for a year. The way we'll escalate them. Enough is enough. The billions where those people don't invest for Lagos is enough. We need to come back and start investing back in our states. You know how much those people they invest for Lagos? One of my sister, I don't want to mention her name, called me. She called me 2 weeks ago. I just knew come UK. She they tell me say she don't buy ticket, she they call Nigeria. You know, because we get what we first discussed beforehand. Now tell me the UK. She says yes. You see, say I talk outside the UK. She want your confirm saying that true. Now I say yes. She almost cried. Say what did they stop? She say now me she rely on for waiting. She want to invest for Lagos. Can you imagine this person why they talk so? If I tell you how much way she want to invest, so it's more than 70 million naira. She know she's not coming to buy a land. She's coming to buy a house. She's not coming to build. And the house, everything is already there. If they invest 70 million or 60 million for Edo State, you sure say they're not going to see the beauty of Edo State. And because of all these smelly community, small boys, where they cause us pains. They cause everybody pains. I pray may they let this man do the job we want to do. Because me don't hear and I say the many 3 years plus now fire now you say go be. If I let the fire be burning, make it the burn, make the liver may burn, make the fire burn. Waiting, make the letter burn. Enough is enough. All the dope people wait there, bro, after they don't suffer finish to make their money. The richards, all this okaheghele or UCHEM or whatever city, extort them of their hard-earned money. Enough is enough. We can't take this no more. No more. More than they see truth, more than they embrace them. When I go see one enemy where go enter life tomorrow now, and we know that where they come from. Go come to talk about this thing. Go come change them. Go come change them. Make it deceive gullible followers. It's wrong. It's wrong. Don't talk with hate. Talk with facts. Even though you are my enemy, if I want to deal with you, I can never lie against you. I will say it how it happens. I will say it how it is. I cannot lie against you for people to think I'm the best. It shouldn't be like that. It's not compulsory. Everybody must like Obaseki. If you don't like him, that's fine. It's your choice. If he's doing anything that is not suitable for Edo people today, I personally will criticize him, and I've been doing it. I have more than 50 videos on my channel where I've criticized Obaseki, but constructively. Constructively, I've never insulted him, and I've never insulted anybody in my life, and I can never do it. But when something good is coming up like this, we need to embrace it. Edo people, make we embrace this one. More hear what our brother want to tell us. Stephen Iriamato. Before that, we get somebody who want to talk to us right now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. What's your name and where are you calling us from? Go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. Nanjawas. My name is Adewale James.
Baba, good evening. Good evening, Mr. Adewale James. Talk to me, my brother.
I give kudos to our governor. He still try for this one.
Thank you.
So it try well. So because me myself undermining because my own don't still do, but no problem. That I don't put dash himself. I know how much I spend for my own.
You see?
Like provide that one then. So that one don't pass. So me no get time because I not feel go die because of land. So I just look them.
They don't frustrate many people.
I know the way they treat my element, not be small thing. I say when I reach Nigeria, my element want frustrate. I just look at those kind of like this one. I say me I not go die because of land. They'll give me this one. They'll say this one. They'll give me this one. They'll say that you know I'm hearing you people just leave me money. I just go. So that's why I just still leave one for them. So I try. I still thank God. Say we still see waiting our governor still do. I give her kudos. So it almost high on it. So because it got to one place say I come with a verse, one place say wait till they call him on. Now this guy, this our brother, I gonna come out from now you still sure now. They say secretary to so in our Owanohua. In John one they sell land there or that country. They say nobody will do anything. You know, which is very wrong, you know. So since then, I expect say make Obaseki make it react because this thing get as it can be. It just like say they just want to oppress people who just come from abroad. This one of the people in Nigeria there for Edo State there. people were just saying abroad, now they just the oppressed. So not the same matter as say people will like say those there, don't there. Then they know themselves. So it just like say who will like say come up for house, go labor, come up for Nigeria, go labor, come make a those state, they okay. If like say now we can't be they say they don't need us. So people could just come out. Now we just be waiting that they do, which is very wrong. So I thank God say Obaseki. I give him kudos. So
thank you, my brother.
So I still give him a kudos. But make his sister to you never do and finish. So
no, exactly. No.
This one on one step. So you never start. Now you want start.
Now they just we now bomber to bomber. We deal with them. We not go leave them like that. Bomber to bomber.
No problem.
Thank you, Baba. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for your continuous support. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah. All right, my people. More continue to listen to our brother. May analyze and finish for us. We there, yeah. We not go cut later. I'm gonna you calm down for now.
Marked out for the purpose for which they are going to be used for. Commercial purpose, residential purpose, etc., etc. Now, when these lands are not being surveyed, is the easiest way. The government can also document the entire land under the Edo GIS database. Now, if, for example, I want to buy a land from Ubo community, and Ubo is a new developing area, for example, I'll go to the community and tell the Odionwere or the Inogi, as the case may be, that I want to buy land, and they will not ask the pointer, who is the bush inspector, to take me to the land that they have allocated for me to buy. Then this land is already measured on a 100 by 100 plot, anyways, by the government. After they've given me that they show me that very particular parcel of land, I will not get the beacon numbers of the land. Hear this clearly. This will help the government very well. I will not get the beacon numbers of the land that have been shown to me by the community. I will not take the beacon number to the Ministry of Land and Survey and Planning for verification if that land has been sold before to anyone. Who is the owner of that parcel of land? These are easy things because we have so very many people that is not working in the Ministry of Land and Survey. You have so very many that is not working in the Ministry of Town Planning. They are not working. Ubo and Town Planning, they are not working. They have no job. So the government can use this as a way for them to work for their monthly salary. Now, when I will not go there, I say, okay, I had an intention of buying this parcel of land. They will not go into that system, check, and find out that the land is free. Okay? Now, if they not find the land is free, they will not give me a certification letter. Not ownership now. They will not give me a certification letter that will take now to the community that the said land that they've shown me is free from any form of dispute. Nobody have actually acquired it before now. Then the community will now write their own paper for me. And I will not do my deed of transfer. Before I will pay the community. Edo GIS now, which is now Edo Geographical Information System, will also be contacted by me again to now ask if the said land is government reserved or not. If it's also free from the government reserved, then I will have to pay based on the percentage that the government has allocated. This is my own belief or my own way. The government should allocate 50% of the total cost of every land to the community. 30% should go to the state government, while 20% should remain with the local government. Then if it's a private owned land, out of that 50% that is allocated to the owner of that land, 10% will now be given to the community. The owner will take 40%. This is how it works. Today, we are crying that the government is doing little or nothing to actually, reduce or salvage the erosion issue, bad road networking in Edo State. But none of us actually talk about the guys who is expanding the metropolis, who is building new urban settlement without proper planning for the development of these areas. None of us is talking about who sell one land for 150 million and put the money in his pocket without not giving you good road or electricity. And when you now go into this new developed area, you will not expect the government, who did not even get a kobo from the entire proceeds of land sales in your community, to take the taxpayers' money from other communities to develop your upcoming developed area. If the government can do what I just said now, I promise you guys, every community will be tied in the twinkle of an eye, because the 20% that goes to the local government will not be used for the development of that very particular community. For example, let's take Obagi, for example. Obagi Nebusa, for example. It's a developed area now, but there's no good road network. And I know the properties in that land right now is going into 10,000, 20,000 buildings. So now imagine each land was sold for 1 million to the barest minimum. The community will not take 500, and the state government will take 300,000. Then the local government will take 200,000. Now, so if you now multiply 300 by the number of properties of land that be sold in that community, then each community, each street on that community ought to have been tied by now. Light electricity would have been drawn to each street by now. But because one guy who called himself the Okaheghele, the Odionwere, the Enoge, the CDA chairman, the Ohen, sell this land, put the entire money in their pockets, do nothing. They sold the land, even the road to the land they sell for you, they will just bulldoze it. You have to now straighten it yourself to become a walkable road. After they've sold land for you for as high as 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, 10 million, some are even 15 million naira as at now in some areas in Ubo where there is no road. The same we also have here in other parts of Benin City and Edo State. So guys, the easiest way to solve a problem is to start from the root cause of the issue. Having suspended the okahegheles, that will not end the atrocities of some of these jobless youth who could not learn any form of trade or any, artisans, artisans. So they have no handwork. All their life they've grown up picking monies from sites. So it's a little bit difficult for them to now find another means of livelihood, which is completely impossible. When a fish is still fresh, that's the only way it can be straightened. When a fish is dried, it is difficult to either bend it or straighten it. So these guys can't be straightened anymore. But the only way we can end the selling and reselling of lands, which has become the hallmark of most of the Ohens, some of the Onweris and the okahegheles in particular, in Benin City today, is as a result of the power that they hold in selling lands with, indiscriminately without the permission of the government. In developed world, in Sweden where I live, I'm going to say this, there was a time, that was in 2012 or thereabout. I wanted to buy a parcel of land so I can build. They use wood to build their villas, the one we call villas there, which is like duplex here. I wanted to build one. So they now asked me to write a request, kind of, to allocate a parcel of land to me. So I was thinking it's just going to be like the way it is in Benin, whereby land is just land. Now, when I applied, I was surprised. They approved one for me with a street name. With a street name. That was the most funniest thing I've ever had. With a street name attached to it. A street name. A bush. It was a forest. Not yet still cleared. But it has a street name. It has a house number. Electricity is already on the land. Water and their sewage system is already on that land. The forest. I'm talking about the forest right now, not a developed area. Most of our governors, political leaders, they travel abroad. I expect them to learn the ways of the white man, the good one, not the bad one. Sorry guys, this network is bad. I think I need to jump out before it closes up on me. So guys, today is a good news for us. We want the government to do more. I wanted to share this video, saying to Obaseki, saying to every of his political appointees, let them get this video. It will help us to reduce the stress that we developers are passing through as a result of the activities of these people called okahegheles, ohens, some of the Onweris, and some enoges. At Enya, I think the okaheghele and one of them nearly chased the enoge away from the community. Okay, so they were becoming a menace. But thank God that Obaseki has actually come to the aid of the developers, and we appreciate him for that. We wanted to do more to reduce their activities and the way and manner they sell people land indiscriminately. Like I said during my money video, guys, if you buy a land many years ago, even without no CFO, and one okaheghele sold your land, if you have the right document to that land, boy, contact me. I will give you a lawyer that will fight your land and you will claim that land back from them. Okay, there is an existing law that covers that, as far as that land was legally acquired by you. Security, guys, that's the truth. Get in contact. Will help you to save and to make sure that your property is returned back to you, even if you have not been able to do a CFO before such a thing has happened. Of the money that you will spend. That's a problem today. Make sure, particularly of all living in diaspora, don't be scared of the money. It is better you spend 20 million to teach people a lesson than allow them to go away with your 1 million naira. This is what the white man does. They will fight you for nothing, just to make a point. Because the moment we allow, say, I have to go to court, I will not take a lawyer, I will not be going to court. At the end of the day, I will not spend, more than the cost of the land. Me, I could come and leave the land for them. That is why atrocity is continually happening. Because many of us today, who our land was stolen, have not gone to court. No. We've not challenged those activities in any competent court of law. That's why they continue doing it. If one Ojonwe or Okaheghele or even Inoge is thrown into prison, this nonsense will stop. So if you just decide to allow them to do whatever they want to do and it goes scot-free, they'll continue doing it until you wake up to the reality and say, no, enough is enough. That's my advice, guys. Don't give up your property if you know you legally acquired them. Fight for it. Take the necessary legal actions. Go to court if need be to prove a point. I promise you, if you take an Ojonwe to court, they will not want to do any case with you. They will beg you out of court. They will give you your property back. You must not be in corridor of power to be able to do the right thing. You will not only win if the land is in question. It's not actually the owner that sold it to you. Maybe it was a stolen land, like I said in this morning, fraudulently acquired. So they double you and sold the land that was not theirs to you. So at the end of the day, you now have issues. Then because the land was not properly acquired from the community, there's no allotment paper, what we call allotment or allocation paper, and many other things. You can easily go away from it. But if you have the right document, if they sell it, go to court. They will meet you in court. We need to start doing things the right way if we want a better society. Oiboma, don't waste time. If you do Oiboma anything, the next thing you're going to see is court paper on your door. Court paper straight. They don't even talk to you. They give you court paper. Do you know why? Because they want everybody to obey the law. The only thing that can make some of these Okahegheles or John Warriors and whatever to obey the law is when some guy decided to take the bull by the horn by making sure that they pay for their sins. Simple and pure. If we do not do something, the disbandment of Okaheghele is not going to be the end to the thing. Some Okaheghele will overthrow the Ojonwere and become Ojonwere. That's who they are. Because these guys, they have so much money. They've made so much money from the community. They have so much boys. They will beat the Odion way to stupor. Yeah. But they are afraid of the law because they know the law is a respecter of nobody. Let's do the right thing. Let's join hands with the government and make our state a better place. Someone else. The one I'm doing now again, because this is on about with that they were struggling, to do a lot, and when we do it, we come back home. Somebody want to take it from us. You can learn one or two things from what I've just said, and it can help you in fighting for your right. Do not turn someone else's country into yours. We are Nigerians. We are Edo people. We are of the Igudomigodo. We are the Benins, the great warriors. So let us join hands together and develop our state for better tomorrow. I'm one guy who is 100% an Edo man in my doings, in my thinking, in my actions. I've told very many people, I will not build a house in any other part of the contraction called Nigeria. Not even for rent. Every property I'm going to own will be in this state. I must join hands to make my state just like every other state today are doing. So let us join hands with the government, take the right step when need arises, and stop the activities, the atrocities being committed by these youths of these communities, making life miserable for developers. Okay, guys. Another thing I want to say before I go, which is not part of this story, if you are developing a home, you are building a house, and you are sending money to people to build houses for you, it's a good one. And most of the time I tell people the best you would do, get a full-time contractor. Someone that understood what building is all about. It will help you from coming back and start crying. I've got a lot of information which, like me, I'm not a sagalist, as you know. People call a lady called me and said, Oga, I want you to talk on what my brother did to me. I said, sorry, I don't do that. For you to avoid, bringing issues to social media to come and start insulting people, do the correct thing. Get somebody that you can be able to hold responsible, and if possible, arrest him, put him in prison if need be, if he doesn't do the work according to what you want. That's my advice for you guys. When you buy land, please do a survey immediately. Rule 1, buy land, do a survey immediately, and let your survey be approved. When you are doing a survey, check very well if the land is government reserved. When you are doing a survey of the land, check very well to make sure that the land is not government reserved. Ask for questions. They will help you out. If you go to the GIS, they're going to help you out. If you go to Ministry of Land and Survey, they're going to help you out. If you go to Ministry of Urban Planning, they're going to help you out. Let us not overlook things and buy something that will make us to regret tomorrow. Kind advice from a very lovely brother to his friends. Thank you guys. Have a nice day. If anything comes up, network permits me, like I told you guys, I'm going to jump on the show. So just continue praying for us who are here. This is my 7th month right now. It's a long time. Okay, somebody said I can't do it, but now I'm taking 7 months off the road on the stress. So this is the first time I'm doing that, and I will say things are actually working. This is the first time I'm actually working, and I believe things are getting better and better by the day, and I know at the end of the day I'm going to smile and be happy for what I'm doing right now. And I'm here to support the government in my little way to invest in Edo State. If you're interested in going to farming, please contact me. It's not going to be, I don't believe in partnership. I don't do partnership. You do your business, but I will just give you the right advices based on what I've learned in the last few months. And I will tell you what you need to do. Put your things in place and start doing your business, guys. There's a lot of money here that we are just there over there. We are there to actually work and reinvest back here. We can't make it there, but we can make it faster, easier in this place. Okay, I'm into farming, so I'm going to tell you this. If you are interested in that, come out, talk about it. We have time to talk together. Get your land ready. I go see the land with my set of engineers. We help you out. It's next to cost free. Yeah, guys. It's next to cost free. Maybe the only thing you just do, maybe if it's too far from where I am staying, you just get me fuel on my car. You don't need to fix the car. So if you have a car that I'm going to use, somebody can come pick me from home. They're fantastic. That's it. So we need to help each other for each other to grow. So we can be there, then get prepared a little bit, then come back home, stay 2-3 months, watch how your business goes. Then when it's not getting to the time where you're going to get your money, so you know what is actually coming in before you return back to where you stay. That can also help us. That can also reduces these okaheghele issues and all that and that. Okay, guys. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. See you later in the day or tomorrow, if God's willing. I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you that have been supporting this very particular show. I appreciate it. Those of you who always share my video, God bless you guys. I appreciate you guys. Those of you also fight me here. It's good. You make me to go and do research and talk, like a man than just talking because I want to talk. Like I said, my show is to educate people, is to bring right information. It's not to do saga, to create any unnecessary tension. Okay, so that's why I'm a little bit different, and I will continue to show or to play that part, for a very long time. Thank you, guys. I love you all. Have a very blessed day. I'm still gonna be here for a very long time, guys. Yeah, I'm still gonna be here for a very long time. So she's going to be really here for a very, very, very long time. I love Nigeria now, And when I came the last time, I was very black, but now I'm getting fairer, even with the sun. I'm getting fairer, I'm getting fatter. All my cheeks is getting really puffy now. So it means I'm eating a lot of fresh yam and powder yam, not those chemical made one we are eating there. All the food I'm eating is natural, is ecology. In Sweden we call it ecology, not the one we are eating that side, that everything is just, we put them in fridge and has already freezing all the nutritions in the food. So please come and join me here. Let's enjoy this nation together. It's a beautiful place. Edo is beautiful, man. Edo is beautiful. Edo is fantastic. I love my city. Doesn't matter what people say. It's the best place to be. Do you know that Edo has the best network road network in the whole of Africa. The best road network. The best road network. Myself and one of my boys, we drove from one day. I've forgotten where we drove from. Without not going through the Thai road. We were at Oluku. Without not getting to the Thai road. I was amazed that we just bought for us. Just okay, let's just move. He told me there's going to be a way we can get out. I think we were driving from somewhere there. I forgot the community. We drove all through. We ended at Oluku. I drive from GRA down to Ovia North. I crossed 3 local governments in less than 1 hour because of the way and manner the network was created. So this is a city that we all is going to benefit if we actually join hands to develop it. It's better than Lagos. If Edo is developed, you're going to be one of the most beautiful, well-structured city of our time. You know, what the Portuguese said about us when they came in around the 15th, 14th century was not a lie. This is the reality is very glaring to some of us. But if you come home from overseas, don't sit inside. Don't just go to club, go to bar. No, just take a ride. Take a ride. Get somebody that knows the road. Just buy. Don't even take your beautiful car. Take a very, not too well-known car and drive around the street. You understand what I'm talking about. The networking is fantabulous. It is fantastic and cocastic. It's even statistical. Okay, guys. So let's join hands. Let's build a city that we will be proud of as an Edoma, as a Benema. Let's join us together with the government of the day and make Edo great again. Thank you, guys. God bless you. Have a very blessed day. Bye for now.
Right, my people right there. Thank you very much for watching with us, for your time with us. Unfortunately, we never finish. Fortunately or fortunately, we never finish. We want to end this one right now. We only take 4 calls. Only 4 calls. We have somebody trying to call us since. I never wanted to interrupt that video right there. Okay, the person is calling back right now. Good afternoon, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
My name is Precious. I'm calling from France.
Okay, Madam Precious, sorry, we saw your calls, but I never wanted to interrupt this stream. Go ahead, talk to us.
Yes. I saw what you guys are doing in Nigeria, so I'm really, really happy about it because it's like you people lift the rope on my neck out of my neck. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Oh.
Because the community in Nigeria, all community, especially in those states, it's like we in the diaspora, it's like they hold us on our neck.
Yes, they use rope. They use rope to tie our neck. Yes, that's true.
They use rope to tie all our neck with the because if we buy land, not trouble.
Not trouble, all of us.
Not trouble. You understand? So at least the land I buy for all the community, I settle with 200,000. I settle the both side and the both side. Or full shanks, where they were doing artwork, which is 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They even came. They said that the verification that I've already paid before, they said that one is for the wrong people. I have to
Can you imagine?
So after the battle, they still collect 20,000. They throw all the cement, everything that they were using to do the artwork. They scatter everything at okaheghele community. So this, if I was even fed up. If you will take the house or take the land, just let me be because I am tired.
You don't finish, madam. You not go up. You not go up again. Obaseki don't put stuff for him now. You not go up again.
Now God will bless Obaseki at least for the good work when they do. All of us, I know some people will be say they get blind eye and they complain. So Obaseki don't they work. Who really get sense with the think where We don't say that man they work. Now people we know they listen.
Yes.
Now yeah, the way I be my name so that be
Thank
many
you.
people. So if they feel remove all those things, now for our own good, because person like me, I don't like to build a house for another person land. Whether in Lagos, so if they even like they dash me land for Lagos 100,000, no carry, but not that be.
You see?
If the only problem will be say this community people can't get, when they come be say okay, they can't the right or not, because they we now I feel even us now we even be the core because our own village, we know the developer. The way Igbo people they do, they develop their own village first before they come to city.
Yes.
So now because of the city, don't they open near all those villages, they can't give the power. If we the develop all those Yokoram or whatever we for conform, I believe say all those things will they happen so for not they happen.
Thank you, my sister.
But
Thank
I
you.
really thank God for Obaseki for what he do today because in fact, now we were in Europe, not happy past. People were in Nigeria, not feel understand, but we were there inside the pen. We can understand. I even live for my first house for community. I dash them the car and go. I said, okay, I see run for them. Come again. And that one was.
Anyway, thank you, my sister.
So,
thank you for your contribution. God bless you. Thank you.
I just pray that you should continue to. They should not stop like this. Not that they just say it, but they should put it in action.
All right.
Remove all those boys.
Thank you for calling in. Thank you. I appreciate you too. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, bye. Okay, we have 3 more calls to take before we go. Because like I stated before, we have another video for you people right now. This one is still for the same matter where they talk. So so that one they already sent out for the group. And anyway, good evening to you. What's your name? Where are you calling us from? Hello. Talk to me, sir.
Yeah. Is that Naija Watch?
Yeah, this is Naija Watch. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Odus from Norway.
Okay, Mr. Odus, go ahead, sir. Talk to me.
Yeah, I want to contribute. I thank Obaseki for his decision.
Okay.
But there are many ways. The other things that he has to fortify this plan he has taken up with the community.
Yeah.
Because I have knowledge of surveying and town planning.
Yeah.
And this estate management.
Yeah.
Before, in 1970-something, 1972, 76, we were having this survey department in all the local government in Benin State.
Yeah.
As I can remember. But as of now, I doubt if there's anyone existing. Because without, as we said, everything has to be planned by the government, assisting the community.
Yeah.
Both with the town planning, the survey department, and the estate management. You see, people study these courses, but they are not employed to execute their what they study.
Yeah.
You know, I feel most of these things lay upon Obaseki is too much. We should have a diversified process of executing these things, so that a part of it should be given to town planning and survey department to help the community plan those things, so that the question of selling a land twice will never arise. Just as the man from Sweden said, and some other people have contributed, it is true. Because if you survey a land before for about 7 years ago, the time that number for the survey was issued, and the surveyor, the licensed surveyor that did it, have a record.
Yeah.
Even another person comes to buy it this 2020 or 2021, he can never lay claim to it. And again, too, we should also have good judges, lawyers, who are prepared to say the truth whenever this kind of cases arises in their court.
Yeah.
So I will employ that Obaseki stand very firm and employ more hands and let local government have branches of all these things. Not everything should come to Benin or the central office. So those days we're having offices in Auchi, Ekuma, government, they should have branches
Yeah.
to monitor the work of all these people. And again, too, just as what is said is written, I see people saying Benin is developing, people are building houses, building this and that. But when you think of the olden days, there ought to be pipe-borne water, plan for that area, market. We should not allow this community to be selling things anyhow.
Yeah.
So when town planning and estate management go into it to help them plan before they allow them to be selling, you see these things will not come up. So we are just jumbo government, jumbo this. Things are too much. Everything is licensed. Obaseki, it should diversify it with laws. And it should establish what is called mobile court. Just as, what was this man?
It's 22 hours.
I've forgotten his name. For this,
They already have mobile courts, sir, in Edo State. They already have that.
But just as I said, now we need survey. They should not know. We study all these courses not for fun. They should, because now they don't. They just put everything aside. These are very important. Town planning, estate management, and survey department in every local government to really direct these people and make sure that when they have these things and that before any plot is sold, they should go and check in the map in the local government area where that town planning is existing. And
Thank
also
you,
those days, they also have Ministry of Works where you have people that plan the roads for them. But now everybody just do things the way they want.
Thank you
So
very
there
much,
are
sir.
a lot of things to be done and a lot of employment that should be genuine and do their work effectively. Without this, we are going nowhere.
Okay.
So this is my own contribution.
It's a very good contribution, sir. It's a very, very good contribution. Thank you,
no
sir.
question of saying, oh, stop this, everything lies on Basket, everything. No, there are people, those days, you have to meet the Survey General of that department. What is called the district survey, what is it called? Circle surveyor. So also you have the circle estate management. You also have the circle town planning. All in every local government nearest to the villages or nearest to the town. And before they saw the town, you should make them set aside marketplaces, hospitals, police stations, schools.
All right.
So when those ones are laid aside, and also lay aside the plot for the government for future establishment. At least if you look at old plans for Seto, around Benin, you have all the places say, oh, government acquired this is for government. And that one is surveyed by the town, by the survey offices. That's why Obaseki is able to reclaim back some of these lands. But now, everything is in jumbo to government.
Thank you,
So
sir.
not until we really try to bring up those things and make people realize, then all these things will not stop.
All right.
And when Obaseki laid down these rules, it should be continuous.
All right.
And no question another person comes back, he said, no, we just overrule them and start sacking those people that are responsible to control those things. He will say, no, me alone will do it. This is what is killing the government in Nigeria. This is where everything has go public. Okay, we are talking, say, electricity. Government is right. Who is Obaseki's fault for the electricity? We should be very factual in our decision. Obaseki, as I know, fought for that. Even if we need to receive good electricity, I was fighting for the person in charge of distribution to be sacked and let the fellow be effective. Nobody assisted him. It was causing a hell of problem. Now, for him to come up with electricity, that is federal government problem, as far as I know, with the distribution. So that one should be attacked, and we should all cooperate with that one to make sure this electricity is actualized and that everybody enjoys it. And I will also employ that everywhere they are developing, they should also think of pipe-borne water. Because we all cannot be boring hole, millions. We should think of future effect of this hole we are boring. Everywhere boring hole. If you have million houses, everyone having his own hole.
Hello guys, I'm on live on the next video. Please join me on that one. I'm ending this now. I'm on live on the next video. I'm already live. Just switch. You can see that I'm already live there. Thank you, my people. Thank you.
Inherited as a town planner and as a surveyor and as an engineer, civil engineer, to really use those technology to develop our area before building.
Yeah.
That's my contribution.
Thank you very much, sir. I really do appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, guys, please join me on the next video. I'm on live. Just check Nigeria Watch right now. We are live on the next video. I'm ending this one now. We have another topic for you on that one. Thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you. I'm ending.